Hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna come back here and kind of hang out for a little bit, shoot a video. Have to do that work thing again. Had yesterday off, but yesterday was just kind of like a day of catching up on sleep. Just this past weekend and this week so far has just been a bitch. But I definitely want to come back here and hang out with you guys for a little bit. I'm gonna upload the video as soon as I'm done doing it, so hopefully it'll upload before my shift begins and all that good stuff. Hope everybody's doing good. It's well, here in Georgia it's Wednesday, about 4:25, so it won't be long, unfortunately, and I have to make that trek up to what I call hell. It's gonna be a fucking long 2 days coming up, and I can't wait to get them over with. As soon as Friday morning gets here, I'm gonna walk out of that fucking prison, and be so thankful. So got that weekend coming up, and this weekend happens to be my weekend off, so it's gonna be fucking great. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait for movie night. I don't think none of us has really decided on what night we're gonna do it on. If it's up to me, I'd say we fucking do it both nights, Friday and Saturday, and maybe if we could squeeze one in Sunday. But that'd be fucking awesome, though. Let's get kicked off, guys. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. Hopefully this week is going by fast enough for you guys, and maybe the weekend will get here before too long. But I was just talking to Alan back and forth, and I know about a week or so ago, I know Alan had kind of threw out there that he was kind of wanting to start a YouTube channel, and he's kind of playing around with the idea, and he just told me that he made a video the other day. But he didn't too much care for the video, probably due to nervousness. He said he was, saying a lot and stuff like that. Basically, I think he did a video of like doing a movie review, and I know how that shit is, man. Like when I went to go first do my first like couple videos back here, man, I was like, I wasn't like so nervous about fucking doing the video. It's just as soon as you upload those bitches, like, they're available for anybody to see. As soon as you make that shit public, like, everybody in the world can watch it. And I was just expecting, like, yeah, I'm going to run across that one asshole who's going to be like, okay, like, I'll make, like, the tiniest little mistake or have some incorrect information about whatever it is. And they're just going to fucking come at me so hard and just obliterate me with some bullshit, being like, what the fuck do you know? I can't believe you spent all that money on this fucking movie sitting behind you on a shelf and you don't know jack shit, and blah, blah, blah. And I guarantee you that shit. I know for a fact that's going to come. I even told my wife that not too long ago. It's like, it's great seeing all this support and everything, but there's going to be that one asshole who's going to come out of nowhere and just be like, man, fuck this guy. So, but I'm sure that's gonna happen. But when it does happen, like, I'm one of the people, like, it's fucking words. It's words that somebody's fucking typing. And that's how that shit is. There's a lot of keyboard warriors out there. I'm sure if you guys have like fucking Facebook, Twitter, or whatever fucking platform you have, I'm sure you probably you've had some disagreements with somebody, and then just watch them spiral the fuck out of control and just go crazy. Fucking apples to oranges, right? But fucking but Alan, man, I really hope you fucking hope you get comfortable enough, man, to do your video and shit, man. Like I said, man, I told you that message. Don't criticize yourself so much. Fuck it, dude. I mean, we're here to have fun with it, man. Got a great community. I was even messaging Alan and telling him, like, look, man, like, fucking as soon as I uploaded my videos, like, there was great support. Like, I didn't have nobody being like, oh, you bought fucking bullshit, or what the hell did you buy that for? You don't even know nothing about it, blah, 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 and nothing like that. We have a great fucking community, solid as fuck. Everybody, just like I told Alan, they seem to, everybody's like batting for the same team. We're all here because of our love and our admiration for all this shit. Where there's just boutique labels, movies in general, it's just something that we all like, and we're all on the same page together, and it's kind of like, hey, like, I didn't like this, but I like that, and we go on with it. There ain't no fucking bullshit about it. I saw that shit too, like, especially some of those, film groups and shit, like those movie groups on Facebook. Somebody being there, they'll like review a new movie that just came out or something. Like fucking, there'll be like 200 people being like, yeah, that was pretty alright, that was pretty good. There's that one motherfucker that gets in there And you know, it's just they're either fucking trolling it or they just have just so much fucking hate for themselves. It's not even funny. But they'll get in there and they'll just fucking rip everything to shreds. Like, they'll find one fucking positive thing about it and they'll rip that to shreds too. But I see that shit all the time, though. All the time. But yeah, Alan, I hope you do get comfortable enough, man, with that shit, man. Make a video, man. If you know, even if like, especially like reviewing a movie, like personally, like that's a cool idea and everything. But like, man, like, just as an idea, man, like if you want to change that up and, you know, let your first video be something else, maybe put that video on the back burner if you're not comfortable enough with it. You know, pull out like your top 3 releases so far that you have in your Scream Factory collection, man, because you've been buying them up like fucking crazy, man. I'm sure there's fucking crackheads out there that don't even fucking buy crack as much as as many fucking Scream Factory titles as you bought at once. I know you dumped some fucking money, man. Jesus Christ. Shit, man. I wish when I would have started like in 2016 grabbing those titles, because I was, man. I got bit hard and I was going for it. I mean, really fucking hard, but shit, man, I did not have like as, you know, the amount that you had coming in at once, man. So, and you're not just buying them and throwing them on a shelf. You're fucking watching them, going through the special features and shit. So, man, definitely, like, you know, as an idea, pull out like the, you know, like 3 of your favorite ones, and go from there and just, you know, say what you like the best about them, especially like the special features junkie that you and I are. Shit, man, go through like your 3 favorites so far, especially like when it comes to features like the roundtable discussions and shit. What was that? It was John Carpenter, David Cronenberg, John Landis. I'm trying to think what feature that was. That might have been the Videodrome release from Arrow Video. So especially when it comes to a feature like that, man, especially as many as because you're buying Arrow Video too, man. Fucking, you could always do that too. Top 3 Arrow Video releases you've watched so far. You don't have to critique it so much neither. Like, you just base it on, like, you know how good the restoration was, how good it sounded, and the supplemental material that followed it. That'd be fucking awesome. Because I can tell you right now, for the majority of people, especially who's going to be watching that, they're already going to have that release that you're talking about. Maybe they haven't visited it in a while, or they have, and they have a lot of love for it, and they just want to hear somebody else talk about how much they appreciate it too. So that definitely that narrows down like that gate, especially like making like one of your first videos to have some asshole come out the gate and be like, well, that movie fucking sucks shit, you just wasted like $30 buying that, you know. So but anyway, yeah, man, I saw your Alan, I saw your pictures a while ago, man. You reordered Ninja 3. You got that shit with a slip. Return of the Living Dead Part 2, man, that movie does get some shit. Of course, man, it doesn't even stack nowhere close as the first one, and that's just my opinion. I love the hell out of that movie. It's a great fucking movie. And Scream Factory did a great job with the features on that thing. They loaded that bitch down. If memory serves me correctly, when they announced that they were going to release Return of the Living Dead 2 as a collector's edition, that fucking poster went fast. I don't know whether they just didn't print a whole lot of posters. Maybe they didn't have like a lot of expectations on that selling as well as it did. But that poster went fast. I had to go through a Facebook group and buy the poster because it was already fucking sold out by the time I got to it. Let's see, Alan, I see you got he said, just lost a kidney. Got Jeepers Creepers 2 with slipcover from a site called Blu-rays for Everyone for $80. It was one of the ones going for over $100 on eBay. Man, I'm telling you, them fucking that slipcover game is a bitch, man. But it's not only that too, man. It's just a title that's out of print. It's like, you know, the slipcover is already going to make it a pain in the ass as it is, especially when it comes to price and rarity. But especially when it's Jeepers Creepers, I think both Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 were announced at the same time from Scream Factory that they were going out of print. So yeah, that's a bitch, man. Like when the film itself is just out of print, it's already sold out on Scream Factory, then it just becomes anybody's market of asking price. But at least you got it though, man. Before I forget to, Cody, I just checked your tracking number right quick from Vinegar Syndrome, and it's still saying that your box should be delivered to you by Saturday. I'm really hoping that's the case. I can tell you when I checked the tracking, of course that box is sitting in a very dreaded location. And for anybody who's watching this and you've ordered from Vinegar Syndrome before, especially during this pandemic crisis, for some reason it leaves Bridgeport, Connecticut, and as soon as it gets to that New Jersey hub for distribution, that bitch likes to sit there forever. It used to then be that way before the pandemic. Shit went pretty smoothly and it got the fuck out of there. You know, even if it was media mail, whatever it was, it'd get the fuck out and it starts circulating and go, you know, heading into its destination. Unfortunately, since this fucking pandemic, since it's been started back in like March, for anybody who's ordered from Vinegar Syndrome, that fucking New Jersey hub is a bitch. For some reason, it likes to sit there forever. So, Cody, I'm just giving you a heads up, man. Just keep your eye on your tracking, man. If it does sit there too long, man, let me know something in case I miss it. I'll try to keep my eye on it and all that stuff. But if it sits there for too long, man, we'll have to say something, man. Or you know, I can go to the post office and talk to the postmaster or something. And see if they can send an email, whatever it is, to get that shit moving. Because if we don't, it'll fucking sit there for weeks and weeks and sometimes months. I know Cody, you and Alan have been asking me some questions too about you know, like the prices that Vinegar Syndrome does during their sales, like the halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale. From what memory serves me best, anything that's not considered a new release but it has a slipcover to it is usually $17.50. If it doesn't have a slipcover with it and that slipcover's already gone, it's usually somewhere between $15 to $16.50, something like that. And a lot of their older releases that never did have slipcovers, they're usually about $15. The box sets that usually run about $60, they're priced down to $40. With that being said about the whole slipcover thing, so like those releases that they're, you know, those prior releases that they are now doing slipcovers for, like, you know, the next sale will be the next sale for us is going to be the Black Friday sale. So what they're probably going to do, as they have been doing their practice, is they're going to release 4 slipcovers, new slipcovers for prior releases. That means that they already have a release of a movie they could have released years ago, but now they're just fucking finally getting around to making a slipcover for it, because everybody's hot on the game of slipcovers. If Vinegar Syndrome knows their fucking marketing, they know how to chase a sale. But usually those, if you don't have the release, you know, if you already have the release, it's $8 for the slipcover by itself, because they will give you that option to buy just the slipcover. But if you don't have the slipcover and you don't have the movie, whatever, usually you get the whole thing for like $20, which isn't bad. But yeah, those Vinegar Syndrome sales are fun. They have, I'd say they have one of the best sales in the business, that's for sure. I know Arrow Video is fucking really good about doing sales, man. It just seems like as soon as they get done with a sale, man, they already got another distributor lined up. I know Mike from Grindhouse Video, you know, he was like the leading distributor of the Camp Arrow Video sale here in the States anyway. So that was really cool. I was really glad to help him and support him on that sale too, because I wasn't, you know, just looking just to fill gaps in my shelf. It was, you know, to keep fucking places like Grindhouse Video open, especially during this whole pandemic. And I mean, we can go on and on about that for a couple hours, but you guys already seen my videos before. I like helping that cat out, man. He's cool as hell. And yeah, another thing too about those sales that Vinegar Syndrome has. So the 2 biggest sales, which is the halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale. So what they'll do is they'll close the website down a few days before that sale starts, just so they can prep it and get it ready, because there's going to be a shit ton of people hitting it at once. So they like to prepare their servers to make sure shit doesn't crash. You know, they do shit that other companies like Severin should fucking do, where everybody doesn't log on at once and it fucking crashes, and then they're like, hey, send us an email and tell us what you want, and we'll get back to you in a week or so and let you know if we still have it. That's fucking bullshit. But anyway, they don't do nothing like that. They actually prep their shit. But there's a downside to that, though. There's so many fucking people, which is a good thing, I guess, because, you know, they're making revenue on it, but so many people hits that fucking site, and it goes so crazy. Guys, I'm sorry, it just got really dark. Got my PlayStation on in the background on the screen. There we go. So everybody hits that fucking site, and they do. They hit it fucking hard. And so what happens is they'll have, like, fucking thousands and thousands of orders. And usually it takes their site after the sale's over, their site will be down for like another week. They won't be taking in any orders or anything. If you want anything that you didn't get in the sale, you have to go through Amazon or Diabolic, blah, blah, blah. And it usually, for me, for the last couple times I've done it, from the date that I purchased during the sale, from the time I get the package in my hand, is about a month. So we'll give you guys a heads up on that stuff. It is what it is. Some people get their stuff a little bit sooner. Some even takes longer. I'm a part of that Vinegar Syndrome fan page on Facebook, and fuck, man, there was some cats on there who waited about 2 months. But I ordered mine. I knew the pandemic was going on with all its bullshit, and I knew what it was doing with the mail service. So I was like, you know what? I'm spending like fucking $330. Why not just go ahead and spend another $8, and I'm gonna get that shit like priority mail? And that's what I did. And it seems like as soon as I was notified that my box had been shipped, it's about 48 hours later that box was sitting in my hand. So keep that in mind. Media mail. Who knows if this shit's gonna still be taking place during this upcoming Black Friday sale in a few months. But if it is, fucking spend a few extra bucks and go for that priority mail. Fuck, man, that waiting 2 or 3 months, man, to get a fucking box after a sale. A month is already bad enough. They're a great company. They're a great company, but their company only runs like just so many guys. Don't think of it as like, they have their own warehouse and fucking there's like 20, 30 people like every day, and they're like fucking throwing boxes out the fucking door on the UPS truck. Nothing like that. Very limited staff and everything. But I've heard even worse stories, especially I don't know what the hell was going on with Severin this year. But they definitely fucked their sale up, though, that's for sure. I'm sure that was unexpected for them. I'm sure they didn't purposely fuck up their own sale, their own mean of revenue, but damn. I was listening to a couple folks that just ordered from them, and it was like, man, we go get on a website. And I even tried to check the site myself, because I wanted to see, like, hey, is there a few titles there I might want to grab? Maybe I can find something I want, blah, blah, blah. And that fucking site was down. It was busted as fuck. But there was like this fucking thing on there where they were saying like, hey, just shoot us an email, and then it gives you the fucking email address, and you're basically just telling them what you want. And it's like, wait a minute, like I want to see the fucking price tag on it. I want to, see if it's still available. I don't want to waste my time fucking emailing this company and this shit not even be available. So I'm sure that was a drag for them. I'm sure they lost out on some revenue because of that too. So I'm sure there was one of those, especially like a boutique label, I would assume one of their biggest marketing thing is to get brand new customers in the door. Like Vinegar Syndrome alone, just with that release of Rad, that 4K UHD release, they said they had so many first-time orders on their website that it was just devastating. And it was like, well, that's really good for you guys. Like, hopefully, like, they didn't just get in there and just buy that fucking release. Like, hopefully they'll come back and they'll check out your other releases after seeing what a great job you did with a film like that. And the restoration, special features, packaging, whatever. And, that brings them back. Because I know they depend on that, so. But for Severin to really fuck their self like they just did a few months, we're going to quit talking about Severin. I'll be honest with you, I really don't order shit from Severin. I think I got like a handful of Severin releases. And I think I basically got those just kind of by chance, mistake maybe. I bought maybe 1 or 2 of them from another YouTuber. My wife got me one as a present one year because I just threw it in my Amazon card or something. Yeah. So, and I bought one of them at the Vinegar Syndrome booth at Days of the Dead Atlanta. I was kind of wondering. I was like, hey, like, what the hell? Like, this is a Severin release. What the hell do y'all have this at your table for? And the guy who was running the Vinegar Syndrome table was like, well, we actually did help them do the restoration for that film, so we are equipped to sell that as well. I was like, okay. Yeah, yup. Yeah, Alan, you just got your release too, man, of In the Mouth of Madness. Man, for Scream Factory, that is a great release too, man. I was super stoked to get that fucking thing. I'd held off on getting I forgot what company it was that put that shit out, but there was a Blu-ray of it, and I held off on that, and thankfully Scream Factory picked that bitch up, did a great job on it, loaded that shit with features too. It's a John Carpenter film. Not really surprising that Scream Factory got it, that's for sure. It's a great release. I love the hell out of that movie too. Fucking Shutter Kane, man. It's a great flick. And Alan, I saw that you recommended River's Edge that you just got. I think you got that from Kino, right? Yep, Kino Lorber. I'll definitely check that out, man. And that Hellraiser slip you got is fucking awesome. So Alan found this guy who did a custom slip cover for the Arrow Video single disc release of Hellraiser. I'll try to show this to you guys from my phone. Hopefully it picks up pretty good. But I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but let's go over this way. Yeah, I can assure you, man, that slipcover looks fucking badass. The back of its side and everything. Spine, all that good stuff. It looks good. Alan, I saw that you ordered The Beast Within from Scream Factory. Fucking dude, you're gonna love that shit. And saw that you got that Cujo release too, man, from Eureka. I ordered that. Where the fuck did I order that from? I think I ordered that from Amazon UK or some shit back in the day. That's a solid release too. Guys, for anybody who doesn't know about this release, I'll pull it out right quick. Yeah, if I don't drop every fucking thing in the process. But yeah, guys, here's the Cujo release. I don't know if they still sell it like this anymore. They might just sell it with just the Amaray case. But that is the Cujo limited edition release from Eureka. And that is an awesome release. A 2-disc set, plus you get a book in there. It's a 60-page book. Guys, there is a J card that wraps around right here from the front to the back with all the specs. And the fucking sinuses. On the inside, you got a nice book right there. I will tell you guys, it's definitely not like the paper stock that we get from Arrow Video with their books. But it is a nice book. The pages are just a little bit thinner. So I think Arrow Video's got them on their books for sure. But still great artwork though. I mean, I don't know if that's going to do any justice since I'm sitting in this dark ass room, but yeah, guys, they got some great artwork inside there. This is a great release for anybody who's a fan of this film. I did have the anniversary Blu-ray of this film. Actually, I still have it. It's probably, yeah, I'm looking at it right there. It's like the 25th anniversary. I'm trying to look at who put that out. I can't see the bottom of it, so fuck it. We're not going to say. But, yeah, great release right there. Alan, I hope you're digging the hell out of that one, man, because it's a solid fucking release. The inside right there, disc 1, and disc 2. So, and disc 2 is a Blu-ray for the special features. It's not just a fucking DVD. So, let you know how many special features is on there. They definitely packed it. But I got this, pre-ordered this on Amazon UK when it was announced. Big, huge Stephen King fan. I love any time a movie, especially a movie based on a Stephen King book, comes to fruition. Love the hell out of it. Yeah, it's a solid fucking release right there, man. So guys, if you're interested in that, see if you can track one of these down. I'm pretty sure these might be unavailable, and you might just be able to get just the Amaray case release from Eureka. But I can tell you, it's a great release though. It's fucking awesome. So Alan, I hope you're enjoying that one, man. That was cool. You picked that one up. Let's see here. Let's go through the phone. Yeah, Alan, I see your Arrow Video section you got right there, man. You got some good shit in there, man. I know you said that I saw that you got the Hills Have Eyes Part 2, the limited edition set, and you said you was gonna order the Part 1 to that as the limited edition set as well. Got fucking Psycho 2 in there, 16 Candles with the slip, Videodrome, Weird Science with the slip, Children of the Corn with the slip, the Burbs. I still haven't picked up the fucking Burbs from Arrow Video yet. Got the Shout Select one. I just haven't got around to getting that Arrow Video one. I would like to get that Steelbook they had of that bitch. It'll happen one day, though. One day it'll happen. There we go. I saw you Cujo pick. Let's see what we got. Yeah, guys, let's go on over to YouTube right quick. Let's see what's going on in the comments section. What we got? 4:45. I got some time to play good. Fuck it, I'm gonna go to work tonight. All right. don't disconnect. So guys, anyway, unrelated news. I'm turning on my PlayStation 4 back here. For like the first time since probably March. Yeah, there's about fucking 40 games on my hard drive that needs to be updated. Not to mention there was a system update on there too as well. So I got a ton of those going on in the background. I'm not even fucking with you. There's like 30 games on there that need to be just basically updated and all that shit. Tons of shit. Yeah, Cody, I just went over the whole thing about Vinegar Syndrome with their sales stuff. Yeah, no, Cody said, not a bad deal. I know Criterion, Arrow, 88 Films, Indicator, Scream Factory are going to have fat sales in October/November. Definitely going for that Forgotten Giallo set #1 as my first box set from Vinegar Syndrome. Heard some great things about that set, man. I know those are like very unknown Giallo films, but people are digging the hell out of that set. I'm not interested in the straight to DVD or TV Amityville box set, but love that they would release something like that with so much love and care. But at the same time, who actually watched all the films in that box set as soon as they got it? I actually grabbed it during the Halfway to Black Friday sale that just passed a few months back. It was like $60. Yeah, it was $60 when they first released it, and for the Black Friday sale, they marked it down to $40, and I was like, fuck it, might as well go ahead and grab it. Everybody loves the hell out of that box set. My wife's a big Amityville fan, and we don't know jack shit about those movies in that box. Seen the 3 Amityville movies that's in the Scream Factory box, which that bitch is now out of print. But I still haven't even I literally like lifted the flap, like the box itself, like the top. I just took out the 4 individual movies, looked at them, glanced over them, put them right back in. Haven't took the cellophane off of them yet, but I'll get to it sooner or later. See what we got, y'all. Niles Johansson said about a week ago, he said, I just watched Jack Frost for the first time a couple nights ago on Amazon Prime, and the movie is awesome and funny as hell. And I remember this shit, Cody was like, yeah, the second Jack Frost requires lots of help from Johnny Walker, the whiskey, not this Johnny. And I totally agree with that, fucking Cody. I remember, I responded saying, the second one requires shotgunning a milk jug of whiskey followed by a case of your favorite beer. Only then you might be able to get through Jack Frost 2. Jack Frost 2 is fucking, oh god. I think they probably shot that movie with like $27. Oh, shit. See, Cody said, for my Vinegar Syndrome video, he said, Spookies. Just read they have a new making of on that Blu-ray. I'm sure that's way more interesting than the actual movie. Love it though. Damn, I'm sold. Yeah, the making of Spookies, that documentary on there is fucking awesome. The movie's not fucking too bad. But man, like Vinegar Syndrome, they must have had one hell of a budget to put together all those features for that release, man. I mean, it's 2 discs. That bitch is full. It is fucking packed. It's packed like fucking Scream Factory is The Thing and all that shit. There's a lot of shit on there. Let's see what we got here. Donato said on my Scream Factory, my Vinegar Syndrome complete collection video, said, great collection, bro. I've got to check out Luther the Geek. Sounds good. It is, man. That's a great fucking film. Once again, that is a trauma film. I knew it was a trauma film going into it, so I didn't expect jack shit. I can tell you that right now. I kind of walked into it already kind of, not like just ready to fucking criticize it or anything like that, because I'll give anything a try. But kind of went into it, and it's a great fucking film. It definitely, so I didn't have much expectation for it. And it's fucking awesome, man. It totally squashed my my lack of appreciation up front for it, that's for sure. That it is too, man. If I had to pick out like my 5 favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases in my collection, Luther the Geek is definitely fucking one of them. That movie is fucking bizarre as fuck. I mean, as soon as that movie starts up, it lets you know it's just what you're in for. It's not fucking around. Like, you're basically just seeing a fucking deranged lunatic in a fucking cage, and he bites the head off of a chicken. He spits blood all over everybody watching. It's fucking insane. Yeah, Donato and Cody was even talking about Luther the Geek, about how the slipcover is still available. Gonna wait till the next sale, or if it sells below 500 units. And Donato says he's keeping an eye on that shit, and some others as well. Didn't want to jump the gun and buy it full price if we don't have to. Depends how many they have left by the next sale. Definitely some goodies we have to snatch up for sure. Yeah, man, Vinegar Syndrome, man, they got some fucking titles in there. I will tell you this though. That's cool. I'm sure there's a lot of fans of the adult titles that Vinegar Syndrome releases. For me, don't get me wrong, fellas. I mean, I love some adults kind of stuff, but to pay like $25-$30 for a fucking release of some of that, and some of their stuff that's out of print now, that had slipcovers for, like, you know, their older releases of like the porn stuff. That shit sells for ridiculous money too. They have a fucking movie called Let My Puppets Come or some shit. I'm not even shitting you. Fucking bizarre shit. But yeah, that stuff for me is just I'm not putting that shit on my shelf. I like bizarre shit, and some shit that's just so bad it's good, and that's all great and everything. I don't know. It's just one of those things I probably have to kind of do a little bit more digging on, but I could tell you right now, like, just. They got some shit in there, like I've seen the trailers for. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like fucking watching Debbie Does Dallas with like a $45 budget. It just fucking, some of that shit looks horrible. Looks fucking horrible. Girls in there got big bushes and shit, man. Shut up, Johnny, gonna get in trouble. Oh, fuck. Let's go back here just a second. Yeah, Alan, you was asking me about the slipcovers on Vinegar Syndrome's titles, whether you know if they still have them available or not. And Vinegar Syndrome makes it really fucking simple. A lot of companies, I think they're the only company that fucking does it, but you'll get on there, you'll find the movie that you're interested in, you click on it, and it'll open up the page just for that movie, and below it you'll have an options menu, like a little bar for an options menu, and it'll say with limited slipcover or standard release edition. And if you click on the slipcover and it's still available, it'll tell you a number of how many's left. So that's really cool they do that. I know that's probably, they have to do their inventory probably very fucking carefully to make sure they're displaying the right number of available units for their customers. So kudos to them for that. And, you know, if you're not interested in the slipcover, I think it's like $1 or $2 cheaper if you choose to get the movie without the slipcover. So you always have that option. But if that shit's sold out, though, what it is, you'll click on it and you'll adjust the option wheel to say with limited edition slipcover. And if it's sold out, it'll tell you it's sold out. So they make it pretty fucking easy for people to decipher whether it's still available or not. Like I said, their site is about as simple as fuck. Like, it's pretty simplistic, but they got a lot of shit on there now. I mean, I remember the first time I checked out Vinegar Syndrome was like 2016. There wasn't a lot of shit on that site. I mean, they had like a decent catalog, but I think maybe they had like maybe 200 titles at that time, if they even had that. I'm not even sure. Don't quote me on that, but it didn't seem that website had a whole lot to offer. And now they got fucking bookends, t-shirts, pins, shit, man. LP vinyls. I know Spookies had its. It's probably sold out by now. There was another one on there. I forgot what that was. What else they got? They do sell the clear, I think that's the clamshell cases they call them, the clear cover protective cases for your slip covers. They have those down on the bot, and not to mention now they actually make it where you can get on there and they actually carry some of other boutique labels titles on their site, so you can order from Vinegar Syndrome. Like I know, like somebody had bought. I was watching somebody's Vinegar Syndrome on Halfway to Black Friday sale unboxing, and I saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the Arrow video release that was in there. They had what the fuck else was in there? I want to say there was like a Kino movie on one of those unboxings. So like it just go over to your the side of the screen there when you get to their website for their shopping, for their merchandise. They have a bunch of shit in there. It used to didn't be like that. So their site has definitely grown, and they really do keep that bitch up to date too. We did I know I was talking some shit there about Severin with their website. I will tell you this, for the Halfway to Black Friday sale from Vinegar Syndrome, they did have a fuck up there for a minute, and they had to close their website down for a couple hours during the Halfway to Black Friday sale. And it was because they had announced, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 or 4 like surprise titles or something like that. And the website got slammed really hard, but for some reason it like showed up that those titles were already sold out, and they really weren't. So Vinegar Syndrome had to close the site down just for a couple hours to kind of fix that little bug or whatever it was. So, but it wasn't down long though. It was just a few hours. And of course, when they closed the site down, like they let everybody know, like, hey, we're coming right back up. It's just for some reason there's this fucking bug saying that there's some shit that's unavailable, but it is. We have it here in the warehouse. We got plenty of this stuff pressed up. So guys, don't go crazy. This stuff that's saying it's sold out, it's not, and shit like that. So they were they're very informative about everything that was taking place. Yeah. Gonna holler him out right here. Lance Lust. He was watching my videos, and he said, "I believe Meg Tilly is Jennifer Tilly's sister, not mother." And I don't know, guys, I have no idea why the fuck I said that in that video. Is what it is. I think I said that in the Arrow video standalone release part 1. And I hit him back, and I was like, Lance Lust, man, you are absolutely 100% correct. What the fuck was I thinking? Can't believe Jennifer was born in 1958. And it is Jennifer Tilly, fucking 1958. I remember really kind of taking notice of Jennifer Tilly, just like probably the rest of you did, watching Bride of Chucky. And keep in mind, I was a pretty young fella, like, seeing that movie when it first came out. So, like, to me, she was like, God almighty damn. And so just to think at how it wasn't that long ago, I'm saying it's not that long ago. It probably was a long time ago at this point. But damn, like, she just, I don't know. Her to be born in 1958. But yeah, I was totally fucked up on that, though. I don't know why I even said that shit. But so Meg Tilly and Jennifer Tilly are sisters. I believe Jennifer Tilly was born in 1958. And was Meg Tilly born in 1960? Something like that. And yeah, even Lance Lust even said, yeah, and her cough mother, Meg Tilly, was born 2 years later. So yeah. But I don't know if I said this in my other videos or not, but Meg Tilly, she, I believe her and Anthony Perkins on the set of Psycho 2 had some pretty major disagreements. I'm not sure what the whole full extent of it was. I'm pretty sure for them not to have like a great chemistry to work together. Probably probably just had its disadvantages or whatever. Not sure what I'm trying to say here. I'm sure that had to suck though, because I'm pretty sure that filming of that movie, I mean, especially whenever you got as close as they were in that movie for each scene. I mean, she was literally living in Norman Bates' house in that movie. So for them not to get along, and a lot of their time, they're sharing screen time together, all in the same frame for people not able to really get along and shit like that, but you're like forced to be side by side constantly. Even if that movie took a month to make, to them it probably felt like probably took like 4 or 5 weeks to make. It probably felt like 4 or 5 years for them, especially if they were button heads and shit and the chemistry wasn't right or something. But yeah, I definitely don't get that vibe though watching that movie. I've even watched that movie with keeping that in mind. I have to dig a little deeper on the special features and stuff. I remember coming across that. Then I remember hearing a YouTuber talking about it as well. And I believe Anthony Perkins was the vocal one about not being able to get along with her. Or it could have been vice versa. I just can't fucking remember. I could have swore it was Anthony Perkins who kind of... Because I know somebody like got called a diva or some bullshit. Something like that. High class, high maintenance kind of shit. I'm not really sure. But I definitely need to pop in those discs and... check out the special features. But yeah, Lance Lussman, thanks for being cool about that, man. At least, you know, like I said before the beginning of this video, like I'm always just waiting for like that one person, like I'll get like the minor little detail wrong or fuck up some information in the video and somebody just be like, you should fucking die for getting that wrong. So thanks for being cool about it, man. Plus, man, you turned it into a joke too as well, so I love the hell out of that, man. That was cool. Ooh, those are some little comments. Let's see there. Yeah, I did my Scream Factory, the going out of print titles. Guys, there was like 28 titles and that bitch is going out of print. So I showed all those up. And just a lot. No, Alan had hit me back and said that there was some that's on HamiltonBook.com. So if you guys are interested in checking out that website to look for some Scream Factory titles, maybe they might still have some. Unfortunately, guys, there's just so fucking much going out of print. Let me try to click on that right quick. Donato said, wow, lots of titles going out of print this month. I think that's a record for those guys. I wonder if Tom Cruise is still co-owner of MGM. Fuck, man, that's news to me, man. I did not know that fucking... Tom Cruise was co-owner, but I mean, if anybody was, it'd probably be him. Cody said, oh Jesus, please, no, not Tom Cruise, anyone but him. Tom Cruise is fucking... Who knows if any of that shit's true, though. I'm sure everybody's like, you know, especially fucking for anybody who, like, watches TMZ or fucking quick to fucking buy into some tabloid gossip columns and shit. That whole thing with his wife and shit, like having her kid. They being afraid because like they were being forced into Scientology or some shit, and their bizarre practices that they have. Who knows? Man, I'm sure it wouldn't. To me, this is just personally. To me, it wouldn't be surprising, like if those people did have like a secret society. I'm not saying like, oh, it's Illuminati or whatever. I'm not jumping straight to that, but I mean, it wouldn't really be a fucking surprise. Look at how much money they have. Especially like in the game that they're in, like those are some fucking titans when it comes to power. Keep in mind that we like to think of them as, okay, well, they're just ordinary people in front of a camera who can actually fucking act, and they got big for doing it. But once those people establish so much money, they kind of develop power to go with it. So it wouldn't be a fucking surprise if they did have some kind of like secret society kind of thing. Remember watching Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut for the first time, and me and a friend I was going to college with at the time he definitely was having a conversation. I wasn't really like peeking on it at the time. Like I was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? He's probably crazy as fuck. But now I think about it as more time passes with that conversation that me and him were having, I'm starting to agree a little bit more and kind of see what he was going for. But he was kind of saying like, man, like look at the elite though, man. Like you know damn well like they have like organizations out there that they probably go to shit just like this, man, where they probably go to these weird fucking sex parties and these giant CEOs and shit like that who are like perpetrated in, you know, the media and the light as being like good, sophisticated people, upstanding citizens, but behind closed doors, for all we fucking know, they probably have like, you know, islands or some shit where they sell children for sex and shit like that. Which, I mean, we just saw that not too long ago with, what's his name, Epstein or whatever. So, it's fucking... I wish I could kind of go back in fucking time and be like, hey, dude, like, check this out. Like, 15 years from now, you're not going to believe this shit. I'm just rambling, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, though, man. Scuffed Ice Cube said the Dungeon Master and Eliminators double feature is also going OOP. It wasn't on their list on Facebook, but it does say it's going out of print on the website. So, guys, there's that information right there. Alan said he had just found The Vampire, Four Skulls of Jonathan Drake, and The Evictors on HamiltonBook.com for $8 each. So, guys, if you're interested in those, go check out HamiltonBook.com. I have ordered from them multiple times before. It took a little bit sometimes for me to get the order to here and there, but I was a little patient with it. Got some great deals, especially buying Screen Factory titles for $8 a pop. How the fuck could you go wrong? So, if you have to do a little waiting, at least you save some money. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm glad you got those, man. And I remember telling Alan that's exactly where I bought mine from. It was a while back, so I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised they still had them. MK Reptile Max said, yeah, as soon as I heard Crawlspace was going out of print, I went on their website and it was gone. It was literally hours. I remember I did the video. Nope, they made the announcement on fucking Facebook. I went to go do the video the next day, but they made their announcement, and a couple hours later I went to go check just to see how long that fucking out of print list is now on their website for what they have available and what's sold out. Crawlspace was already gone within a couple hours. Even Alan hit me up and was like, that bitch is gone already. I was like, fuck, they just announced it. It's just how fast it went. MK Reptile Ermax said, thanks, man. Love the channel, by the way. It's awesome to see someone who loves this shit and makes long videos where he just goes all in with his thoughts and love for the companies / labels. I've got 90 of the collector's editions with slipcovers and hoping to eventually nab them all. Just started going after the standard releases and have around 10 to 15 of them or so. You and Toddy Walnuts are great, man. Dude, thank you so much for saying that, man. That is fucking awesome, man. That's exactly why I do this shit. Yeah, man, I love them, man. Shit, it fucking sucks, man. I'll be honest with you. It does. It sucks ass, man, to see how many titles that they announced just in that one shot. Like, I saw that list and I was like, wait a minute. Like, why am I scrolling down and there's no just in right after I fucking flick it? This list is just 28 fucking titles. Not to mention the 6 or 7 collector's editions they literally just announced a couple weeks before that post. It sucks, man. It fucking sucks ass to see that they're losing a lot of the rights to their releases. As I was going through in those videos, there was a few of those too. I mean, this last video, they're all pretty much standalone releases other than those marathons, but there was some releases in there. Like, Screen Factory actually had a budget for them. Like, they actually did a restoration on them and included some special features, so they put some care, put some love into them, all that good stuff, but unfortunately, they just not really renewing the license or not selling good. Who knows? But it does, though. It fucking sucks. And, yeah, man, I appreciate the hell out of your support, man. Love you for it, man. Toddy Walnuts, man, dude, he is a fucking great YouTuber. I'm telling you, I've been watching Toddy Walnuts now for like at least 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. And he's been a great mentor, man, especially on both sides of the coin, like helping me on my YouTube channel, starting that up. And not to mention, like, I can tell you right now, I said this before when I did my video room tour, like, without Toddy Walnuts, like, I probably wouldn't be sitting in a room, like, filled with all this shit that you're seeing on the shelves behind me. This room by itself had so many transitions when I moved here like 10 years ago. Turned this, like, when I first got here, I turned it into a video game room. Just kind of like my little hangout spot. I just kind of come back here, drink some beers, play some video games, shoot the shit, whatever. And then it became my office. Then it became a storage room. And then as of, I think that was January of, this year, 2020, I really got back here and I was like, you know what, like, all my shit's like spilling over in the living room. I don't have enough space, blah, blah, blah. So, got back here and got off my ass and turned this into my movie room. But like I said, like, all that shit you see on the shelves behind me without without Toddy Walnuts, especially like his input and him just being in the know of this shit that's out there, him showing it on his channel. Like I said before, his comparison videos alone. I remember I've watched those things so many fucking times, but he would actually take the Scream Factory release of a title and then grab the Arrow Video release of the same title and do a comparison video for him, and I loved the hell out of that. But unfortunately, he told me not too long ago that that shit's just too expensive for him. That he would love to keep doing them, but or he would have loved to have kept doing them, but the double dip and triple dipping thing, it was just way too expensive for him. So what he would do is he'd just go with what he thought was the better release and just leave it at that. So we all know with that mindset though that, let's say you love Psycho 2 and you got Scream Factory's release of it, but Arrow Video also has a release of Psycho 2, and the features on it for a fact are different, or maybe there's a transfer that's different, a restoration, whatever, and it's floating around out there. He's like, to me, like, I have to have both of them. So, but I love the hell out of Toddy Walnuts. So with just those comparison videos, he only done so many of those. But Toddy Walnuts has a great collection. Like, he's got like I would say like the monumental fucking collection. Oh man, I could go on forever and ever giving that guy a lot of love. Ragnar 666. It's been a minute since I've seen him comment too, man. Ragnar, hope you're doing really good, man. Ragnar 666 was the guy who won the very first ever contest on this channel. And that was for the Arrow Video Blu-ray of Maniac Cop. So that's cool, man, here to see you back on here. Only thing good with things going out of print is that they will pick up new titles to take the place of older ones. I hope you're right, man. Like that's one good positive way to look at it, man. So it's not just all just one big fucking like what the fuck. Like, that movie's probably going to be lost forever. Who knows how many years it's going to take for another company to pick that title up and give us some love, maybe give us some different features, a new restoration. That's one good way to look at it, man. Kudos to you for that, man. Alan said, damn, wanted the horror show. It was already sold out, too. God damn. Yeah, so the horror show's already sold out. Buckaroo Banzai, the first shelf select, was sold out on Thursday. It was back tonight, so I grabbed it and a few other shelf selects that were in the OOP list. Since Buckaroo showed sold out, then came back, maybe I'll get lucky with the horror show. I hope so, man. Hope so. Hopefully you'll get your hands on that, man. I meant to ask you about that shit too. Yeah, the horror show, that is, well, here in America it's known as the horror show, but overseas it's known as House 3. Which that movie ain't got shit to do with the House movies, that's for sure. It's kind of like the oddball. But it's got Lance Henderson in it. And that movie is fucking awesome, though, I can tell you that. That's a good fucking flick. Cody asked me if I had any idea what other titles might be going out of print soon from Scream Factory. I don't know, man. I would say this though, if it has the MGM stamp on the back of it, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if another list came and they just had all of them in there. It's probably safe to say, man, like MGM probably just got bought out by somebody, most likely. See what we got here. What was this? Yeah, I made a video fucking not too long ago. Alan was buying some movies off of Facebook. It was one of those things that was too good to be true. But when you're desperate, you chase after things. But Alan bought some fucking titles, like 3 titles from this person on Facebook. Fucking ripped him off. One of those things where you're just giving him the runaround, basically. Just, oh, I didn't get to shipping those today. I'll send you that tracking number tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into fucking 3 days later and still ain't got no tracking number, no nothing. So, Alan got some shit on that, though. But I believe he went through his bank and shit and everything. So, hopefully the fucking bank will actually go chase that prick for that fucking money that they, that kid fucking owes them now. Let's see what we got here. I'll go through it right quick. Cody had hit him up on here and said, "My condolences, Alan. That should have never happened within our community. But these scalpers know the game and know what's hot, and they'll take full advantage of real fans for a few bucks. It's pathetic. Same thing with all the Mondo posters. I hate scalpers, flippers. They're not fans. There's a special place in hell for those people. I gave Johnny my extra copy of Phenomena because he deserves it, and I feel way better giving it to him than selling it on eBay to a Randy. I don't know. Sorry, Alan. If we're lucky, Arrow picked up the rights, and they will re-release their previous Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 release with a rigid box and a new scan. Trust me, it's coming. Oh, that'd be fucking great, man. Another release of TCM2. TCM2 is a fucking movie. Every boutique label in existence could go fucking chase that movie and I'll put it out at the same time. For all I care, I'd buy every fucking single one of them. But yeah, Cody, thanks for saying that, man, about giving me your extra copy of Phenomena, man. That's love the hell out of it, man. Couldn't thank you enough for it. But yeah, man, those fucking scalpers, man. You said it best, man. Those people ain't fucking fans, man. They're just taking advantage of people. I remember commenting back on that and telling Cody I agree 100%. Those people aren't fans. They know it's hot. They know it's hot and looking to take full advantage of someone's happiness and money. And brother, I couldn't tell you in words how special those boxes, notes, etc. means to me. It's folks like you that gives me hope that there's actually some dang good people out there. As for TCM2, if that pops up, I'm going to know for sure that you work for a boutique label. We got our eyes wide open for you, Alan. Sooner or later it'll happen. And it will, man. It'll fucking... that shit really does suck. I think I said something in that video like, maybe the dude who fucking ripped him off. I even called him out by name, too, on here. But, of course, he's probably done start up another account on fucking Facebook, ripping people off as we speak under a different name. I called his name out. I was kind of like, man, hopefully that fucking dude catches fucking cancer in the dick hole or some shit. Let's see what we got. Niles Johansson said, "You are never boring. We like hanging out with you." Thank you, sir. I hope you guys do, especially me sitting here. Was this almost an hour now rambling? Yeah, been talking to Donato for the past couple nights on Messenger. He's over in Canada, and they do have Shudder in Canada. It's just unfortunately he's running a PlayStation 4, and even here in the States I have a PlayStation 4, and it doesn't have the Shudder app available on that. I had to go out and get a Roku to pick up Shudder on. So even with that, just it having Shudder, it offers so much more. There's a lot of apps on the, I have the Roku Express. I have a couple of them. I have one back here, have one in my bedroom. My daughters have one in their room. My son has one as well. Now they're great. You can personalize those things. You can, there's a lot of free stuff on there you can watch. I have a lot of great apps on there, but yeah, Shudder is on the Roku. If you go that way, you actually get the 3 live channels on there. It's The 3 live channels is it came from Shudder. They have like a thriller one, and then they have the slashers channel on there, and those are great. Usually I'll come back here sometimes and I'll even just put one of those on in the background, let it play while I'm doing stuff back here, or I usually get sucked into whatever is showing, and their movies just go back to back to back. But yeah, hopefully Donato, you get your Roku Express, man, pretty soon. I know you said you ordered it from Amazon, so hopefully that comes in pretty quick, man. I do got your card over there for the what is it? I think it's like 30. Yeah, start your 30-day free trial. So I do got a code for you, man, to use on that. It gives you like a month free. It is going to ask you for your personal information up front and everything, even though with that 30-day free, it's just they got to have billing information on file for when that free trial runs out. So, but yeah, man, you'll love the hell out of Shudder, man. They got some great stuff on there. Oh boy, was it almost 5:30? Damn cigarette keeps going out, guys. But yeah, that'd be cool as hell, man. Especially with Shudder, man. You know, because we could always be on the live channels. It'll be live for all of us. Not only that, man, you could do the Joe Bob Briggs with us too, man. Me, Alan, and Cody, we did that August the 14th on a Friday night. Had a blast with it. He showed Slumber Party Massacre 2. And Victor Crawley. That was a great night, and all 3 of us, we hung in to the very end of that thing. It was a great special that night. I know for Victor Crawley, man, they had like fucking 5. Joe Bob had like 5 special guests on that shit just for that movie. Fucking Kane Hodder was on there, all that good shit, man. But yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome. But Shudder, man, they have a great selection. I know they're raising their price by $1, which is. I know a lot of people will be fucking just be like, okay, like here we go. Like they're gonna start raising the price. Now next month they're gonna raise it by $2 or $3 and blah blah blah. I've seen Netflix do that shit ever since I got Netflix. It is what it is though. Fuck it. But for Shudder to raise their price only by $1, I mean it's only $1, and they have a lot of shit to offer. And if we want to see them keep making stuff like their own exclusives, like fucking the Creepshow series and all that shit, or being able to fucking, you know, pay Joe Bob something to keep coming back to do his seasons, his specials and all that. It takes money for all that stuff, so hiking the price up $1 more, that's not really a break situation. I think that probably puts it at what, like $6 or $7 a month if you pay it monthly instead of yearly. I know if you pay it yearly, it's a lot cheaper. Just a couple bucks cheaper, so you can always go that route, which I don't know why the fuck I still pay month to month. I think you just go ahead and do a full year. Do that and let it be over with. It'd be so much easier too on the billing cycle and all that other shit. But yeah, Shudder's definitely worth it though. Love the hell out of Shudder. The only I'll tell you this, I remember when all the hype was going around too, whenever like the news had broke, and I think that was 2018. I think it was 2018, but they announced that Joe Bob Briggs was coming back for a weekend marathon for the last drive-in. It was going to be the last thing he was going to do as far as hosting movies again. Like it was going to be it, and he did it. And Shudder server just got so overcrowded that bitch just shut down. It shut down for like a movie or two. I know I think I always watch a Sleepaway Camp. Joe Bob Briggs host that live. It fucked up, and it fucked up on us. But I remember that was the only reason. That's what really drew me into Shudder. I was like, I'd heard about it before. Really didn't check out their selection that much though. Didn't really care for getting another digital streaming service. And then they announced Joe Bob Briggs. And I remember I got it like a week or two before he came on. And then I was checking out their selections, and I was like, damn, Shudder's got some good shit on here. But hell, man, I think between Shudder and Tubi, like fuck, man, they have it all, man. I've heard a lot of people say Amazon Prime has a lot of good shit, but man, I don't want Amazon Prime. Fuck, man, Amazon has enough fucking money. Yeah, no, that'd be fucking awesome, man. When you get that Roku, man. Hopefully, I have a little bit of time, man. Set it up. log into your Shudder account, man, just hit me up and I'll give you that code over there for that promotion, and get you rolling on there, man. That way we can always just flop over to Shudder right quick, see what's on the live channels if we want to stick around and watch that. Or we can all pick a movie that we have on the service, hit play at the same time. Don't have to worry about any ads or anything. Which, I mean, we're doing that with Tubi, which ain't no big deal. It just, it seems like every 15-20 minutes, though, like fucking 4 or 5 ads we have to fucking go through after 15 or 20 minutes of the movie. But, yeah, I know I was watching Pledge Night the other night, guys. I hope you guys like that one. I know we was having a lot of fun with that shit. I know you guys were eating that one up. Anyway, guys, it's about 5:30. It won't be long. I'm going to have to go in here and get ready and do these next 2 days. It's going to be brutal, but I can't wait for them to end because I'm going to come back on Friday. Got the whole weekend off, and we're going to watch some movies this weekend, guys. Like I said, I don't care. We can do a Friday and Saturday. When everybody wants to get on. It doesn't matter. Just somebody say something. Let's just keep in mind, though, we got some time zone differences. Cody, he's in California, so he's automatically 3 hours difference in time from me, Alan, and Donato. And I know Masters of the 80s, man, he's got like a 6-hour difference. That's a big difference. But I was, talking to him back and forth, and he was like, hey, man, it'll be alright, it'll happen. It's all good. So, yeah, guys, just say something. We'll get around to it. But hell, between Messenger and YouTube, and hell, I even text Cody by fucking phone. So, but yeah, just say something, guys, and we'll hop on there and everything. So get on there, have some fun. I have a lot of fun just us going through there just to see what we're gonna pick. So especially whenever somebody says like, hey, I've never seen this, or somebody who's like, hey, like, have you never seen that before? This movie's a fucking shit. And then I'm usually like, all right, let's watch that. So have a lot of fun, guys. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully this shit will go by pretty quick. Guys, I have to go back in tonight here in just a little bit. I gotta do Thursday as well, so it's gonna be very limited time that I can actually get back here and shoot anything. So probably won't be till Friday till I can get back here again and have some fun and everything. Just the work schedule's been fucking crazy. So kids are back in school now too, so juggling all that. Son's in football, daughter's in volleyball. I mean, just back to back to back. Just shit just popping all the time. But the work schedule is the worst, though. It's just the worst of it all. I fucking hate it. But yeah, guys, like I said, hope you guys have a good rest of your week and everything. Feel free to hit me up. Hit me up in the comment section of this video, whatever it is. And guys, until next time, everybody stay safe and be careful.